Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Committee, for the record, Kerry Messer on behalf of Missouri Family Network, also the Missouri Baptist Convention and the Alliance for Life Missouri, which is the largest network of pregnancy care centers across the state. It's been well established. No one debates the issue that abortion is a major decision. The problem is far too many people who make that decision are telling us that they didn't understand that decision when they made that. This is the only healthcare decision where we have people who go through the procedure who come back say, had they knew the depth of that decision, they would not have made the decision they made. We hear all the analogies to other types of healthcare decisions being made. No other practice of medicine do we have a significant percentage of people who had the procedure done coming back saying they wish they'd have known more, they wish they'd have known how this was going to impact them, they wish they had been better prepared, and they wish they had made the other decision. We don't see this in any other area of healthcare. There's not a comparison. This bill expands the reflection period, and it helps protect women, especially those women who not only don't know the depth of the decision, but also those who we hear by the hundreds in our pregnancy care centers who did not know of the resources available to them in making this decision. This expanded reflection period is very important, and we believe it'll save a lot of people a lot of grief. And please, let's quit comparing it to every other healthcare where we don't have people wishing they hadn't done it. Thank you.
Questions for this one? Judge Johnson.
Just thank you for taking the question, Kerry. So, do you have any data on the rate of abortions after waiting 24 hours versus the rate in the other states that was mentioned? I think Utah was one of them, where they have the 72-hour.
I personally don't have that data, but we can look for it.
Okay, then you fully believe that if we raise the time limit from 24 to 72 hours, that more of the women who would choose abortion at the end of 24 hours would decide not to have it. So I guess fewer women would decide to have it if they had to wait the additional 48 hours.
My belief and my yes answer to that question is based on the compilation of anecdotal testimony from the women who've gone through the procedure.
Okay, so I think that's reasonable. So do you have any estimation of the scope of that number? Is it a tiny number, a significant number, a big number?
I don't think anybody in Missouri has tried to put together an academic number, as you say, and I think it's going to be speculative and it's going to be debatable from all parts because this is the emotional issue of abortion.
But would you say that every single one who would have had an abortion in 24 hours but decided and changed their mind by 72 hours would be better off?
No, I wouldn't say every
No. What I said was, if they would have had it after 24 hours, but would have changed their mind and made the decision not to have it had they been forced to wait another 48 hours, every one of those would be better off. Because, I mean, they
You're saying every one of them. I can't say that.
well,
I believe the number is
they made the decision not to have an abortion.
I
How
know.
could they not be better off if that's what they ultimately wanted?
Well, philosophically,
They made
suppose
a
you're
better
correct.
decision for them.
But there are those women who fully know. This may not even be their first abortion, but there are women who are fully informed. They really do know what they want. I believe some of our opposition testimony tonight are from people who have weighed this out. They really do know.
I guess what I'm saying is,
But I'm talking about those, that significant number who are testifying, and we're talking hundreds a year in Missouri,
Yeah.
saying
they know what they want at 24 hours, and they would then know what they want at 72 hours.
You can find out a lot of information in 3 days versus one.
I guess what I'm saying is that for the two sets of women, the one who knows in 24 hours and then knows the same thing at the end of 72, they suffered the inconvenience of waiting 48 hours. But for those who would have made the decision at 24 and would have changed their mind by 72 hours, they suffered even more by not having been forced to wait this 48 hours.
It's just like every other parameter around a civil society. Some people are inconvenienced, but it's for the greater good of everybody else.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Senator.
Are there any other questions for this witness? Thank you for your testimony. We will now have the next witness in